Now, we've talked about the fact that Cohen made the recording that we've all heard of, but there are other recordings as well. But my understanding is that Donald Trump's voice is not on that recording, or on those recordings. Why do you think there's something damaging on those recordings?
Well, that's not accurate.
Okay.
The single recording that was released about a week or two ago is not the only recording with Donald Trump's voice. I can tell you that for a fact. There are other recordings. And this is another reason why we've demanded that all of the recordings be released so that people can listen to them, the press can go through them and report on them.
So how many more have Donald Trump's voice on?
A number of them. I don't have an exact count, but I know that there's certainly more than one.
Do they have anything to do with the DVD?
Do they have anything to do with the DVD? That's a really good question. You know, you're a good questioner.
As your attorney, you don't have to answer that.
Yeah, I'm going to take a pass on that.
You're going to take a pass on it?
I'm going to take a pass.
You are.
Thank you for the insistence.
So I've got, so lately to me, you're like the Holy Spirit. You are all places at all times, right? I mean, I see you all over cable news. I see you, there is a seat available if you want to be a co-host at The View. You might, there's people here you can pitch. He'd make a great lady around the table. No, but,
Thank you.
So, and I have the same issue with Giuliani. He's everywhere. And so I question myself when I see Giuliani, when I see you on TV so much. When do you have time to be lawyering, to be doing like real lawyering? Because you're representing, migrants, you're representing.
But he has a bigger calling here. That being a lawyer is minimal compared to what he's doing.
The priesthood,
whatever. He's out there saving the country.
You know what? I'm very fortunate in that I'm surrounded by a staff and other very qualified attorneys and people that support me and that are doing great work relating to our cases and the work that we've done. And look, we've published a lot of our filings in the case. People can look at the quality of the work that we've done from a legal basis. And this is a two-pronged fight. Let's be clear about this. This is a fight not only in a court of law, but also in the court of public opinion. And the amount of media attention that we have received and the amount of media appearances that I've made has actually benefited my client, Stormy Daniels, and others significantly because people have fed us information that we otherwise would not have. And whistleblowers have come forward. And that's proved to be very, very valuable, not just to my clients, but also to others because we're disclosing information.
Anyway, Trump is ubiquitous. Why can't he be on television all the time? We have to watch that guy every single minute.
He is the president of the United States.
He is?
Yeah.
Not mine. Not mine. Sorry.
Michael, a judge just denied Cohen's request to slap a gag order on you and to stop your media appearances, but he did call you out for, quote, your incessant commentary. You've done over 200 TV appearances. You're guest hosting here today. Do you think fame hurts your credibility at all?
No, actually, I think it adds to the credibility for the reason that I just mentioned, and I think it's resulted in a lot of positives relating to my clients and the cases. Because again, just last night, I got an email from somebody that has some information that may prove to be very, very valuable. And if we were not out there, if I was not out there, none of that would be happening. And look, we live in a different age now, and this is not your standard case. This is a case that has huge public attention on it for good reason, and we're going to continue to do what we've been doing because it works.
Can I say that I would normally agree with that, but when you go on late night shows with Anthony Scaramucci, for me that diminishes what you're saying. Thanks to the one fan I have in here, by the way. I think if you're doing normal cable news hits, I would even say this show, but I think late night appearances with Anthony Scaramucci makes me think different.
Did you watch the appearance? Mm-hmm. Okay, well then if you watch the appearance, you know that we talked about some substantive issues.
He's not the type of person you should be on. He's a show pony, and that's fine.
We've had him on the show.
He was part of the Trump administration.
It's fine.
I've heard you guys are
giving my view on The View.
I've heard you guys were pitching. I heard you and the Mooch.
Thank you.
It's been widely reported that you and the Mooch were at one point shopping a joint hosting deal.
There's not going to be any show. We're not shopping any show. Rule number one, never have a TV show with a guy whose first name is The.
As your attorney, I advise against the show with him.
Thank you.
Anna, you have another question or not? We don't have time. We'll be right back.
I have one.